Good morning. It's Saturday morning. Today we're going to read from Colossians 3, just 12 and 13, I think. Put on then as God's chosen ones, holy and beloved, compassionate hearts, kindness, humility, meekness, and patience, bearing with one another, and if one has a complaint against another, forgiving each other. As the Lord has forgiven you, so you also must forgive. I told you the story yesterday of my old friend Dick and his rant about the ice cream. He wanted everybody to have chocolate ice cream, and if you couldn't have chocolate ice cream, what was wrong with you? What I was trying to do that week, going through this passage, literally verse by verse each day, was to try to create a Christian community or give these people a sense of what a real Christian community would be like. And I think we partially achieved that goal. I've used this same thing at some retreats I've led over the years, and I found it to be a pretty good passage. So we're going through it slowly. And as you read this, what you see is that we are told to put on compassion, kindness, humility, meekness, patience, and forgiveness. Nowhere in there is there anything about correct doctrine. And that's the thing that gets me sometimes. People say, well, I don't think that your church believes X, Y, and Z. And X, Y, and Z are very important to me, so I have to go find a church that is more biblical or more faithful or better than you guys are. And I'm always thinking, go ahead, look for it. Let me know if you find it. And people move around and jump around because of doctrinal stuff. Because the pastor one time said 4 words in a sermon, and that means this and this and this, and so therefore he's not Christian enough. I worry about him. You struggle with this all the time, and if you're paying attention as a layperson, you're probably seeing it too. People get all riled up about doctrinal issues, and Paul nowhere says you must believe X, Y, and Z. He says, be nice to each other, compassionate, loving, have humility and meekness with each other. If we could act like that, what a world, what a great place the church would be. And so this is what Paul calls us to put on. Now he says we should forgive each other, and that as the Lord has forgiven us, so also we must forgive. Well, how has God forgiven us? How has Jesus forgiven us? Completely, wholeheartedly, no strings attached. We're forgiven. And so that's how we should forgive each other. But we don't. We all know that we don't. We get mad with somebody, and we stay mad with somebody for, decades. Or we say, well, that's it. I'm going to another church. And we go to another church, which is just as bad as the one we left or good as the one we left, but it's a different place. So I think that it's going to make me happier. See, all of that is about me, my happiness, my doctrinal purity, my awareness of what's going on. It's me, me, me. Does that give you any hints, any clues? These people that jump around all the time, they're looking for the church that suits them better than the old one did. I'm not sure that's the right way to go, folks. I'm not sure that's what we're called to do. But that's the Protestant way. If you can't find a church that suits your particular needs or your whim on Tuesday, then go find another one and start your own. I know some people that are like that, and I used to joke that they won't be happy till they get to the church of the Church of Stanley, and it'll be the only church. They'll be the only people there, but they'll be happy. That's not going to do it. Paul is trying to create a Christian community here. He says, put on these things and forgive each other wholeheartedly. So what if you and the pastor disagree on politics or on how the flowers should be arranged on, Christmas morning or anything in between. Um, don't worry about that stuff. Forgive that. Let that stuff go. That's not important. What's important is how we treat each other, and are we full of joy, and do we have a certain humility, and so let's do that. So put on compassionate hearts, kindness, humility, meekness, patience, and bear with each other and forgive each other. If we could act like that part of the time, I promise you the church would be a different, and I think a better place. So that's our goal. Let's do that today. And while you're out there, it's freezing cold, I know, but have a great day.